to be with you this evening. As I was listening to Fernando celebrate and call all the countries, he said, stand if you hate your country. If you notice, I was the only one sitting. We probably too small for him to remember. I am hailing all the way from the Caribbean, a tiny island by the name of Trinidad and Tobago, population of 1.3 million. And I can tell you, you have extended family in that Caribbean islands. We have extended family all across the globe. And it's a privilege for me to share with you, briefly, the new generation. The new generation. Touch your neighbor, look to someone next to you, and say, new generation. New generation. I believe, going forward, as we go forward as a people, part of OneLife, that we are going to keep the main thing the main thing. This is exactly what we need to do as a people, as a company, to keep the main thing the main thing. So what is the main thing? I personally believe that One Academy will be the only financial curriculum that any educational institution will teach in the near future. That's my personal belief. And because of this belief, I received this belief from the next few slides that I'm going to share with you. When I really grasped the concept of what it is we intend to deliver to the world, it changed and revolutionized my life. And I believe it can do the same for you. Whether you're 1 day in the company or 4 years in the company. If you grasp the actual revelation, because it takes a revelation, it takes an understanding for you to really, fully take hold of what it is we have to offer, you will not and you cannot be the same human again. So what is it? Who are we? Why do the world need cryptocurrency? Notice the word cryptocurrency, not just OneLife 1.0, what we have to offer. But what is the issue with the world? Why do we need cryptocurrency? We all, I don't care where you come from, we all suffer from some of the same familiar things when it comes to fiat currency, the paper money as you know it. And one of the main issues that we have across the world is the unbanked. The unbanked and the unbankable. They suffer. We talk about online shopping. We talk about e-commerce being the biggest platform in the world. That's the conversation we have. We talk about how online shopping, when it came into action, a lot of retail stores closed down and people lost their job. But the world has 7 billion population. And of that 7 billion, 2.5 is excluded from the online shopping platform. Do you think that 2.5 billion population, predominantly in Asia and Africa, and even some parts of South America especially, do you think this 2.5 billion population don't have any money? No, friends. They have money. What they don't have is access to the banking sector. So they cannot get the credit card that is necessary for you to shop online. So if you need a credit card to shop online and the only way you can get it is from the banking sector, do we solve a problem? Do cryptocurrency solve this problem? Yes. Everybody say yes. Yes. And if you understand something with the way the world operates, the people who solve problems in the world become very wealthy. I'm not asking you, I'm sharing with you. They become very, very wealthy when you solve problems that the world has. And the world, that 2.5 billion population in particular, and even some people who have the access to the bank, it is not easy to obtain what you need to shop online. But cryptocurrency, all you need is a smart device, and internet access, and you shop away. So this is one of our main target markets that's important to understand. Let's look at this service here, the remittances sector. When the remittances sector started to operate and do business, I want you to understand that they too solved a problem in the world. And the problem the world had at that particular time, foreigners or people were traveling, living abroad, and mostly travel from remote areas, and they couldn't access to a bank account, and they had to send money back home. They left their local areas to work for income to be able to provide for their family. The remittances sector realized that there was a market for people sending money. And when they started off for very good. But today, this is a $1 trillion industry. Where I am from, if I need to send some money to my family in the US from Trinidad, it costs me 33 and a third% of whatever amount of money I want to send. Something's wrong with that picture, friends. Imagine where we are with technology today, where I could make a phone call to any one of those family members and see them face to face. 20 years ago, that was not possible. But I could make a phone call today and see them face to face. But to send them money, I need to find an institution that's charging me 33 and a third. I'm saying, why is it we cannot send money as simple as a text? Why is it we cannot send money as simple as an email? This is what cryptocurrency is bringing change to the world. A desperate change that the entire world is begging for. The entire world wants this. It's not just us. The only reason why we're not busting through the walls and all next door is because people don't know we even exist. People don't even know the word cryptocurrency exists. So we have a great responsibility to share this information. Furthermore, this particular section here, if there's nothing you understand in this entire presentation, I ask you to get someone to translate what I'm about to say, because this is very important. Wealth protection. Wealth protection. We have been operating with the fiat currency, which came to existence because once again, the world had a problem at that existing time, and the fiat currency solved the problem. It went from gold to this paper concept because the gold was too heavy to carry. People was robbing people for the gold. It was dangerous. It was easier to hide the paper money or to secure the paper money. But the paper money had value when it was backed by gold. After the removal or the separation of gold from fiat, we have been living in a steadily decline of this fiat world. What do I mean? We all have been working for dying money. Money that dies and loses value every single year. So the power of 100 yen, euro, US, ringgit, whatever currency you're familiar with, here's how universal the problem is. It doesn't matter the currency. The power of 100 whatever currency 5 years ago cannot buy the same goods and services today. Yes or yes? Yes or yes? So if it cannot buy the same goods and services today, why do we want to entertain the idea to return back to this fiat system? I want you to understand, there's no surprise. Next 5 years, next year, we will not be able to buy the same amount of goods and services for that 100 fiat currency, for example. There's no mystery. And if you have been fooled, like I was for years, with the word inflation, the One Academy solves that mystery. This is why we have so much power to offer the world. This is why we have attracted 3.4 million persons, because we were able to take them from the financial darkness that they were once in and bring them into the financial light. That is what we have done. But the world is 7 billion. So we have a lot more to do. The fact remains that the so-called inflation don't exist. Because if you had a mango, for example, I know Malaysians like mango. If you had a mango 5 years ago, and the mango today, it tastes the same. It still grows on the same tree. How do the mango today cost more than 5 years ago? There's some words that I never had understanding to, and the One Academy opened up my mind to understand those words, such as quantitative easing and fractional reserve lending. Those are two words that if you dive into it, you will understand financial institutions. They keep this information from you and I because you will resist and rebel. I want you to understand cryptocurrency has been a rebellious movement against the traditional standard that we have been enslaved to for years. It is time to be free. And I don't know for you, but I know for me, OneLife has freed me. How about you? How about you? I know this translation taking a little while, so I'll let it catch on. How about you? Yes or yes, have OneLife freed your mind? So friends, it leads me to this important part of this subject here. The education. This is the heart, body, and soul of who we are. When you often hear the founder speaks, she speaks about this being the heart of the company. Friends, this education we have, the One Academy, that provides free promotional tokens. I know many of us would have heard rumors and all kinds of stories about the educational package ending. I'm here to help you today. That is not true. No matter when we go live and open ourselves up more to the public, I want you to understand that we will still be selling educational courses with promotional tokens that will lead to our cryptocurrency. Why is this important? Why is this important? Because now we seek to find others to educate about this information. But soon, others are going to be seeking us to get involved with what it is we have to offer. Could you imagine you having the option of to buy outright on the exchange or join the mining process? this process do you want to do? We all have joined the mining process. What do you think others would choose to do? Friends, people are going to be rushing you and I to join this mining process. People are going to be seeking you and I to participate in the mining process. The mining process will continue even when we are alive. When we are alive, it's not the opportunity for you to go back to fiat currency. It's the opportunity for you to take advantage of all the education you would have learned. So friends, I want to leave you with this. Together, we are making history. But it's important to understand, if someone asks you how many people you have on your team, if I was to ask Stan, how many people do you have on your team? If I was to ask Simon, or Dalu, or Cameron, or Sahid, how many people, or Azad, or Fred, or Dina, how many people do you have on your team? Some may give some various answers, but let me clear it up for you today. No matter how many people you have in your organization, your answer is you have 3.5 million people on your team. 3.5 million people on your team. You see, divided, the house can fall. But together, we can build and we can stand. So I say to you, my friends, as our coat of arms in Trinidad and Tobago say, together we aspire, together we achieve. If you can stand on your feet, and if you can say it together, you can stand on your feet. Let the translation go. Stand. Yes, stand. 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 We are standing for OneLife. We are standing for OneLife. We are standing strong. We are going nowhere. We are understanding our education and the education process, and we are standing. We are standing. We are standing. And we are saying together. We are saying together. We are saying together. We are saying together. Together! Thank you, family. Thank you.
Woo! Thank you, King Jayms, for such an informative presentation on cryptocurrency.